Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to work on lesson 24 for math. I'm Mrs. Hofer, and we are going to need, if you have dice, I have two of them today, your dry erase mat, dry erase marker, and something to erase with. And then go ahead and grab your pages or your math book, and you're going to be using lesson 24. So we're going to use those pages today. And you're going to need cubes, 8 of them. All right. So if you want to gather up your things for math, you can press pause and go get them. And then we'll get started using our dice first. So you can just use what I roll, or you can get your own. But first, maybe watch mine. I've covered up the 6 on the dice because when the 6 is put with another 6 or with a 5, it makes more than 10, and we don't want any numbers greater than 10. So if you do use dice and you roll a 6, you can just roll that again and can make the 6 a roll again number, or you can cover it up like I did. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera down so you can see my dry erase board. Let's see. There, that's better. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll, and then we're going to be drawing the number of dots in the 5 group way on our dry erase mat. Okay, so we're just going to do this 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to roll. Oops. So when I got my 6, it's covered up, so I'm going to roll again. Oh, I just got 2. So I'm going to take my marker. And remember, when we do the 5 group way, we start on the left. We have 1, 2, or you can just make circles. Okay, so I had 1 and 1, and I have 2. All right, we're just going to roll and draw both. Boy, that 6 wants to come up a lot. Okay, so I got 4 that time and 2. So I'm going to record that in the 5 group way. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to do 2 more. 1, 2. And so how many did I roll? I rolled 6. Okay. All right, erase. We're going to do it again. Add another 4 and 3. Okay. So again, we're going to start with the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need 3 more, but I have to put 1 more dot up here for my 5. Okay, so there's 1, and then move down here, 2, 3. So I have to finish my row of 5 first before I can go to the bottom. So now I have 5 on top and 2 on bottom, and that makes 7. Mrs. Hofer's trying to think. It's hard to write backwards sometimes. Okay, so erase. Whoops, another 6. I got a 4 again and a 4. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first 4. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need to do the other one, but I need 1 more dot for the top row. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can count them, or I can look and see if I can subitize 5 and 3 more. Or I can count 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you remember when we did that at the beginning of the year? We would slide our finger across and say 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 and 4 was 8. All right, we're going to do 1 more, and then we're going to move on. Right. Okay, and I got 3 and 2. Okay, so we're going to start here. 1, 2, 3. And then I need 2 more, and I need 2 more to fill that top row anyway to make 5. And there were 5 dots. All right. we can put that away and erase our boards. Next, we're going to move to the application problem, which is this page. So you can either write it on this page or you can still do it on your dry erase mat. The problem says Robin had 8 cats in her house. 3 cats went outside to play in the sunshine. Draw her cats. Okay, so let's think about what we already know. In my story, I said Robin had 8 cats in her house. 3 of the cats went out to play. So first thing we know is that she had 8 cats. So we need to draw 8 cats. Guess what? I'm not going to draw cats, though. I'm only going to draw circles. And I'm going to draw 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can draw 8. Then it says that 3 of her cats went out to play in the sunshine. So if 3 went out to play, what should we do to show that 3 left the house? That's right, we're going to X out 3 because they're no longer in the house. So we're going to take our 3 and X them out. So we are going to make a number bond to show the picture. So let's make a number bond. We need 3 circles. Okay, we started with 8 and 3 went out and 5 were left in the house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to show that the 3 is what went away. That's what we took away. They left. And when I write my number sentence, what would that look like? Can you write your number sentence first? What would the number sentence look like for this story? Okay, so it would look like what we started with. We started with 8 cats. Then we minus or take away. How many went away? That's right, 3. 3 went away. And then we were left, or what that equals, or what that's the same as, how many were left? 5. So let's say this sentence. 8 minus 3 equals 5. 5 what? 5 cats. Yeah, these numbers are representing the cats. Okay. All right. So if you did it on your paper, great. If you did it on your dry erase board, also great, but go ahead and wipe it off. Okay. If you didn't get it finished, you could have pressed pause and finish it before you move on. All right, so the first thing we're going to need now are some cubes. We need 8 cubes. Let's double check, and we always want to make sure if we need 8 that we check it and make sure we have 8, okay? So there's 2 ways. You could either subbatize and you can say, oh, I see 3 red and I see 5 blue, and 5 and 3 make 8, or I can count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have my 8 cubes, okay? So I'm going to take my 8 cubes, and I'm going to take 1 cube off and put it on the mat. How many cubes are still left in your hand and my hand? So you're doing this with me. Okay, so what would the number sentence sound like for what just happened with our cubes? Okay, right, we started with 8, so we would say 8, and then we took away 1, minus 1 equals, and then I got to know how many are left in my hand. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would say I started with 8, 8, take away 1 equals 7. Okay, can you do that with me? Put your cube back on. Okay, so we have 8, take away 1 equals 7. Great. Now, what would that look like if I wanted to write a number sentence and a number bond? So let's start with the number bond. Okay. You guys are going to get great at making number bonds, right? We started with 8, and we took 1 away, and that was left with 7. So I'm going to X out the one we took away like that. And then I'm going to write my number sentence at the bottom. 8 minus 1 equals 7. Okay, all right. Erase your work. Okay, and we're going to get our 8 cubes back. But this time, instead of taking away 1 cube, we're going to take away 2 cubes. So you can see I have 2 cubes here. And how many do I have left in the stack here? We have 5 and 1 more. That makes 6. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now what would my number bond and my number sentence look like? We're going to start with our number bond. Remember, we started with the number 8. And how many did we take off? That's right, we took off 2. And how many are left in the tower? That's right, there were 6. And which one did we take away, the 6 or the 2? Yeah, the 2. And I can cover that up. I like to X it out. Okay, and then I'm going to write my number sentence. I'm going to write what I started with. I started with 8. Okay, I took away minus 2, and that equals how many are left? 6. 8 minus 2 equals 6. All right, let's continue. So clear off your board. We're going to do a few more. So I'm going to erase. I'm going to put my 8 cubes back together, and this time I'm going to take off 3. So go ahead and make a number bond and a number sentence to show we had 8 and we took away 3. How many are left? So we start with the number bond. Okay, we have 8. And we have 3 that we took away. And how many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to X out the 3 because that's what we took off. And then we write our sentence. It's 8 minus 3 equals 5. Great job. Okay. Erase. Okay. We can do that. We can keep doing that. We can take off 4. Okay. We took off 4 and we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4. We can write our number bond and our number sentence. Number bond. You know what? I keep using the number 8. Maybe I should leave that out. How many did I take off? That's right, I took off 4. And how many were left in my tower? 4. And I'm going to write my sentence. 8 minus 4 equals 4. Perfect. Okay, erase. Let's do it again. Start with 8. And get my tower back. This time I want to take off 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to take 5 off. So I'm going to make my number bond. I started with 8. I took off 5. And how many were left in my tower? 3. I'm going to X out the 5 because that's what I took off. And then I'm going to write my sentence. 8 minus 5 equals 3. Great. Okay, we're going to put that back together and erase. We're just going to do 2 more. So we have 8 again. This time, we're going to take off 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going to make our number bond. Do you remember how many we started with? That's right. We started with 9, and we took off 6. We took off 6, so we're going to X that one out because that's the one we took off. And then we had 2 left. So we would write 8 minus 6 equals 2. All right, I bet you can guess what we're going to do next. That's right. Instead of taking off 6, we're going to take off 7. Wow, 7. That's almost all of them. So this time we have 8, and we took off 7, so we're going to X that one out, and we were left with 1. 8 minus 7 equals 1. Great. Okay. Do you remember the other day when we didn't use our cubes? So we're going to put our cubes away. And we can do the same thing using dots and putting them in a 5-group way. So if I have 8 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I roll to see how many to take away. And it says to take away 1. It would be just like we just did, only the opposite. So we would do 8 take minus 1 equals 7. Okay? All right, so then we could keep doing this and keep rolling to get different problems. So if I start with 8 again, we're just going to do it one more time. We're going to take away 3. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3. I can write my number sentence. 8 minus 3 equals 5. All right, you can keep practicing on your own. And I'm going to stop, and I'm going to show you your page that you're going to do today. So on this page, it says to put an X on 3 dots. That's the one we just did. And then fill in the number sentence and the number bond. So make sure when you do the number bond, you put an X on the one that we took away. So this one you would, when you write 3, you would put an X on the 3. Okay, so you're going to do all those on the front. This one says put X on some dots, so you get to decide how many. Maybe you could even roll a dice if you want to. On this one, it tells you to put an X on 1, but you have to draw the 8 dots. And I want you to draw them in a 5-group way. Okay, and you're going to do that for the last 3 on the back. All right, I will see you tomorrow.